Okay, for real. Hello, one and all. Welcome to episode 11. I know what episode it is.
Lucky number 11.
You guys
This is lucky number 11.
You guys shouldn't let me introduce it because I never actually know. I don't know why I haven't in charge of that.
You do such a nice job. You do such a nice job.
Do I though?
It's your speaking voice.
You do.
I feel like I have the speaking voice of a baby, but...
You don't.
Okay. Thank you. All right, we have a really awesome guest this month. Let's say month.
Yeah.
Once a month. That's acceptable.
It's becoming a monthly thing.
It has.
We are very excited to have Nan Lawson, who's an awesome illustrator,
Hello.
here on the podcast today. Hi, Nan.
Welcome.
She's in our tiny apartment. We're
She's
very
in the
excited
tiny
she
apartment.
came up. She is.
So I feel like Hillary, you're the one who made this happen.
You made this connection.
You probably don't remember us, but we came to your booth at Renegade Craft Fair.
We did, in December.
In December in LA.
Yes.
And we're immediately crazy about all of it.
Everything you
We
drew.
saw Walter White first, because there's so much just like art stuff. But we were walking, and Katie Rose is like, oh my gosh, that picture of Walter White. And we walked up and started going through it and thought it was awesome. And I came home. It's actually funny. I came home that night, and I wanted to buy, I just for myself wanted Lady Mary, because I thought that one was awesome.
Sure.
And then I started looking around, and I was in the Etsy store, but then I switched over to Society 6, which was the luckiest decision I ever made, because then I found Elizabeth, and Elizabeth is Katie Rose's
That's like an
spirit
older
animal.
one.
Is it? I was curious why it was on Society 6 and not...
Well, because with the way Etsy works, if people don't buy a listing, it eventually expires.
Interesting.
So I usually just let the ones that people obviously aren't buying, I just let them expire.
Okay.
So, but with Society 6, it's just always up there. So
I see, and I was I almost got the greeting cards, and then I decided that just like solid art was better.
Yeah.
So
That's the right choice.
it was poor Elizabeth though. She didn't sell on Etsy.
No, I think it's because I try
God.
to make the titles a little vague about what you get, like what the characters
Yeah,
are.
because it's inspired by it. It's not,
So maybe people didn't get it.
They should have.
That happened.
Well,
We
she's
got
hanging
it.
up on the wall
We
behind
understood.
you.
She's on our wall, so we understood
Someone
it.
loved
I would
it.
turn around, but I think my headphones.
Oh, yeah.
We should have showed you. It's framed behind you
Our range
later.
of motion is limited. Maybe you can see in Skype if you lean slightly.
Yeah, you can see it on the... Yeah, there you go. Right there.
There you go. Behind your head.
Right behind your head.
But anyway, Nan does awesome. Is it fair to say fan art?
Yes, I guess that would be the
proper
term.
term.
Yeah.
She has an amazing Tumblr and an amazing website.
Yes,
Would you
all
like
of
to
those things
plug
are true.
both of your URLs to start us off?
I guess the easiest one is nanlawson.com.
Yeah.
That's got links to everything, my shop, my blogs, my Twitter, my Instagram. It's got everything,
All your stuff.
So nanlawson.com. Yeah.
Nice.
All
You
right.
should all go look. Pause the
starting point.
podcast momentarily.
Yeah,
Go look.
stop listening.
Exactly. Yes.
Go open your
Open Safari and go look.
Safari. Who's using Safari? Nobody. Stop. Okay, open Safari to download another browser, and then use that to go to a
Yes.
website.
You didn't let me finish.
Rome.
You didn't let me finish. That's what I was going
Clearly
to say.
just
It's
bought your
not.
Mac, and you
It's
only
not
use
what I was
Safari
going to say.
right now.
Exactly. So Janelle is also an artist. I'm not sure if you
true.
know this. We have
I
to
did
sort of
not know.
introduce ourselves.
What
She's
Yes.
an art
you
person.
do?
Well, I'm an animator, actually, 3D
Okay.
animator, but I do draw
That's
from
cool.
time to time, a little bit here and there. But I did want to ask you, I saw on your website that it says that you're self-taught, so I'm assuming you didn't go to art school.
Did not go to art school.
So you didn't have to sit through any
No,
like, bullshit.
I studied film in college.
Oh, okay,
Hey,
cool.
interesting.
Like,
This is like you're everything we love. Is what
It is. It's true.
Yeah, that's
Good.
why it's like full circle. Because
Yeah.
now I'm making art about movies.
Yeah.
There you go.
So,
I was a screenwriting major.
yeah.
I was
cool.
a film
School.
kid.
Yeah.
Where'd you go to school?
yeah.
Syracuse University.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
So are you from? Where are you from originally?
From around Boston.
Hmm.
I lived in a bunch of different towns growing up outside
Okay.
Boston.
You just keep getting cooler. I'm having a hard time with it.
You don't have any kind of accent.
I've always wanted to go to Boston.
Boston's cool.
I went last year. It was super cold. I wasn't wearing
yeah.
the right shoes. It was a disaster.
Yeah.
You froze.
Gotta do the snow boots.
Yes.
Is your family still in Boston?
Yeah. My mom and stepdad both live just outside of Boston still.
Nice.
Yeah.
Are they freezing?
Yeah, they're like, we want to move. We need to get out here.
Yeah,
Too much snow.
And they've been living there forever, and this year, I guess, it's a tough one for
It
them,
sounds just, and then like you're here,
Everything's
and we
frozen.
wish it would rain. Yeah. And
It rained yesterday, and I was just like, oh god, how everyone forgot how to drive. Oh, we're all gonna die.
Yeah.
That really happens in LA.
It always happens when it's raining. People just freak out.
Yeah. I got into
They've
almost
never
got like
seen-
6 accidents on my way home from work yesterday. It was bad.
Yep.
Yeah.
Never seen water. I know. I'm going to Nashville next week to see our younger sister who lives there. And I don't know what I'm
guys
gonna
sisters?
wear. We're twins.
oh my gosh! Okay.
Oh my god!
We used to be
Okay, yes, you do look a
Yes,
Yeah.
we are related.
Hey,
No,
guys, friends.
No, you're not dumb. I'm sorry. I thought I had told you that.
I was like, these guys look a lot alike. Where did they find each other?
Where did you find twins who lived? We found
This
each
is
other
fantastic.
many years ago.
in the womb.
Oh my gosh, that's
Yes,
so great.
we are twins, and then we went to high school with Janelle,
Yes.
Okay.
and Janelle went to Berkeley.
Yes, I did.
Hillary
Go
went
Bears.
to Chapman down here.
Okay.
I very briefly went to UCLA and deferred. And that's how, and then we all came back together and are podcasting. So that's how we all know each other. So
Cool.
relations and then high school.
Yes.
Yep, yep. But anyway, I will be going to Nashville where our younger sister is, and I don't know if I even have the right things to wear because she's just
You're gonna have to
cold
wear all
the
your clothes at
time.
once.
Yeah, it's cool.
All my clothes at once.
It's going to be like that episode of Friends when Joey puts on
just
all of
put-
Chandler's clothes. That's what you're going
Put
to look like.
all of your clothes at one time. That's what I'm going to look like, and I'm going to get to enjoy those hall bathrooms at college too.
Oh, that'll be fun.
That's going to be.
Are they
fun.
co-ed? I had co-ed
No.
bathrooms in college.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
It was weird.
I bet. Like, I don't consider myself a super old-fashioned person when it comes to stuff like that, but, like, a co-ed bathroom is
Especially
pretty...
with the showers. Like,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
scary.
It wasn't too bad because it was like stalls and stuff, but I mean, it was, I don't know, it was just Berkeley being hippie dippyville, I guess.
Yeah.
But it was good. I mean,
The dorm I lived in was weird because they were co-ed, or not co-ed floors, boy floors, girl floors.
Mm-hmm.
So it was nice because we could, walk around in our towels and not
And not be self-conscious
judged
about
or
it.
whatever. Well, we'd still be judged, but it's not on the other side.
In a totally different way.
Probably
Yeah,
judges
we-
worse.
Yeah.
we did have, I think we didn't have enough guys in my dorm to have that. So we had some floors that were all girl, and then we just had to have some co-ed.
Oh,
Because there weren't enough dudes to have their own floors, I guess. Or maybe there were some all guy floors, but
I would not have expected that.
it was, I was at the end of my hall, so no one ever really came. Like, you had to specifically want to come and, like, talk to one of us. Mm-hmm. So we were kind of sad and lonely. Also, my room was smaller, I think, because we were a corner room. It was the worst. It was
I think
worst.
corner rooms at Chapman were always bigger.
Yeah, I always had corner rooms
Ours
and
were
was glad
small.
I did. Because
Ours were very tiny. It was a
Little.
problem.
Oh, well, you survived.
I
you-
did.
A nice non-small space.
now
mostly.
you
Yes.
live in a beautiful apartment.
I mean,
So
it's
did
sure
apartment talk go.
an apartment. That
It's
is
an apartment.
that is cheap for San Francisco. So there you go.
That's good.
Wow, that's saying something.
That is seriously saying something.
Yeah. No, I'm never moving out. So
Have you ever been to San Francisco for your art? Have you gone for
Yes,
any of
I
the
did.
Renegade fairs? or
I did a Renegade in San Francisco once, and it was okay for me. I think it's harder up there for art because there's just so much art up
Yeah.
there. So yeah,
true.
it was very saturated, and
Yeah.
I at the time was still not really sure what direction I was going to go with my artwork. So I had like some pop culture stuff, but not a lot of it. So
How long ago was that, would you say?
2-3 years ago, I can't remember exactly. I think 2 years ago.
well, it seems like there's
come a
not
long way.
Yeah, it seems like there's not as much up. Like there's fewer sort of festivals and or not festivals, I guess, but sort of craft fairs and things like that. There's not as many big things up here. Like you guys have, all the artist stuff. You guys have a lot more conventions and stuff down there, whereas we have.
There's a lot here.
Yeah,
It's
we don't
almost
have
like too many now.
Yeah.
Overwhelming.
Like we
It
just
seems
walked
like
by
a little
one
overwhelming.
today when we were, walking around our neighborhood. There
Yeah.
was so many all the time.
Which
like-
one is today? I'm trying to think if I knew.
It wasn't a big one. It was like a I Heart Silver Lake
Oh,
sort of.
Oh,
But it was like there were people there that I see at all of the other
All the other
festivals,
shows.
circuits.
Always. Tell
Yeah.
us more about that because I'm really interested. That actually really ties into one question.
It really
I
is
had
a
for you
circuit.
because
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
is. Like you see the same people there every time. Like it's and it's an ordeal.
I'm sure. Well, it's so expensive to get a booth in any.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, I mean, you have to do really well to make it worth it.
Yeah.
And, every year I'm like, I'm not doing this again. It's never worth it. And then, like, I'll have one, like, really good weekend, and then I'm like, okay, I'll do it again.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I mean, well, because there's all over the country, and, like, we talked about this when I had my sister on the show, but we did AWP, which is basically Comic-Con, but for the literature world. And so that's really the only, like, ever tabling thing I've ever done. I just helped her out at her booth, but it's so tiring to do that all day long. For, like,
it's
especially
so exhausting, even if you're just sitting there.
It shouldn't be that exhausting, but you're so exhausting,
like,
by the end.
Just talking to people and being like,
yeah.
hello, welcome to my booth.
Yeah.
Here's my art.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Especially for me, because I'm just like, I don't want to talk to
I don't want to talk to anybody.
Just, you know.
Yeah, if you're not the kind of person who's, like, necessarily good at selling yourself in that way, it can be, like, a very awkward experience.
Yes.
And, like, just kind of weird and uncomfortable for, like, if the person's a weirdo, too.
I mean,
like,
yeah, that's true. That happens sometimes. Usually it's very lovely and people are very
nice.
And it's really nice to see people react to all the characters
Walter
they know.
White.
I mean, it's really fun, but sometimes it's, like, it's just too much. It's too exhausting to deal with. But
is there one fair that you think is especially great, that either as a seller or just, like, in general?
Well, I actually don't do that many anymore. I used to do the smaller ones a lot, but I really just try to do, like, 2 big ones a year, and the 2 big ones I do are Renegade and Unique LA.
Okay.
And they both have their merits. I love Unique because it's inside, which is nice. It's really nice. Then they let you set up the day before.
Oh,
that's a whole exhausting experience. So to set up and then have to, sit and sell after, sweating, building a tent and a booth is a little annoying, but
it's like a yard sale on steroids.
Yeah, exactly.
It really is. Yeah, totally. But then Renegade gets a whole different crowd, and they're both great for different reasons, really. So. Yeah.
Are you able to support yourself pretty much full time as an artist now?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm full time.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Was that a
great.
long path, or was that relatively quick?
Well, I started my Etsy shop in 2008.
Okay.
And I worked a day job. I was telling you earlier, I worked at ABC.
Hey.
ABC Family.
Awesome.
Driving up here was like,
memory.
Yeah, this used to be my commute. It was awful.
Yeah.
But I worked at ABC as, like, a temp, and it was like, I was literally the person on the bottom, like, literally in the basement.
Oh my god.
Literally and figuratively.
Yeah, so, that was tough. But I did...
Yeah.
That's nice.
Adjusting
no
the
more
microphone.
stress.
Yeah.
No more stress.
I had my shop, and I was just doing that as, like, a creative outlet, doing it for fun. And, making a little bit of money, but not enough to really support myself in any way.
Sure.
And then I got featured on a wedding blog because I had been doing, like, commissions for, like, custom couple portraits.
Interesting.
And this blog was, like, a really big blog, and I just got, like, a ton of commissions. And I was like, well, if I'm going to quit, now's the time.
Seriously.
Because I could live off of this for at least a couple months.
Yeah.
And I was just not happy at the job, so I was, like, looking for any excuse to leave.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it was, like, almost within the same, like, month or week of that blog post, another company was like, we'd love to show your art at this art show in LA. And so it was just, perfect timing. And so I quit my job, and I haven't had to go back to a real job since.
That's amazing. And that was in 2008?
No, I started my shop in 2008, and I didn't quit my job until 2010.
Okay.
So it was a slow, like, at first it was just a hobby, just a reason to draw. But now, it's amazing. Living the dream, really.
That's awesome. Yeah, so I do want to ask you a little bit about how did you get into drawing? Did you do it as a kid a lot, or?
Yeah, my whole life I've had a sketchbook.
Yeah.
And I've always been drawing. I never took classes or anything in high school because I'd be like, I already know how to draw, so why would I? I totally regret it now because I would have loved it. But at the time I was like, I already know how to draw. I want to learn something I don't know. silly.
And also kind of awesome.
Also kind of great.
But, like, I didn't know how to draw. I knew how to, like, doodle. But,
Yeah.
like,
That's
I didn't,
cool,
but
though,
if
that-
you take a class, then you know how to draw.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, but it's so varied now that I feel like it's
Yeah. I feel
Just
like
do whatever the fuck you want.
ever since starting my shop, I've learned how to draw. Like,
Yeah.
I went through, the process of learning how to draw publicly. And
Yeah.
people seeing my work starting in 2008
Yeah.
to now is
The
just,
evolution.
like, insanely, insane how much my style has grown. So, yeah. Yes, I've been drawing since I was a kid.
Do you work digitally or traditional stuff or a mix of both?
All digital now.
Oh, okay.
When I started, I was all, pen and paper and paint. But yeah, I have a Cintiq, and it's.
Oh God, I'm so jealous. my roommate just got one, and I'm just like, can I use it when you're not home? please let me use it when you're not home.
Can I
Like,
play with it?
Yeah.
It's a digital tablet that you can basically draw directly onto and into your computer.
I have an Intuos, which is like the
I
little
used
brother.
Intuos for a while, and I just couldn't get the hang of it. Because
Yeah.
with the Intuos, it's a tablet that's separated from your computer, and it's like a sketch pad, but you can look up on your computer screen
Okay.
and see what you're drawing, and that separation for me just never clicked.
Never worked.
Yeah,
Weird.
so
I'm
I
used
just
to it. Yeah, I'm used to it
I
now,
saved
but-
up.
Yeah, but then you go to a Cintiq, you're like, oh my God.
Yeah,
this is
there's
the
like
best of
no
both
turning back. I
worlds.
still
Yeah.
have my Intuos, and it's just collecting dust. And like, there's no way I'm ever going to use this.
You've been replaced.
Yeah.
It's actually nice for animating. It's a little easier on your wrist to use the pen in Maya.
Oh
than
yeah,
me.
yeah. It's probably ergonomically better.
Yeah.
Than being hunched over a screen.
It's
drawing,
just
but-
I have terrible posture to begin with, so I'm just like sitting in my chair. Well, you guys can't see me now, but I'm sitting in my chair, just like super slouched over, like with my mouse. And it's people walk by and they're like, "What is wrong with you?"
It's like the Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Yep, pretty much. That's
Yeah,
me all day
yeah.
long at work.
Sure.
It's a little more portable too, which is nice.
Yeah.
But
Well, yeah, they've
the
got
Cintiq
the
is
new ones
huge.
now that are just like tablets
Yeah,
that you can just take with
I
you,
know.
but they're like $1
want one,
gajillion.
Yeah, they're crazy expensive.
Just like in like
I'm like,
4
I just
years,
bought
I can.
one
Yeah,
like a year ago, so I can't really.
yeah, you can't
Just
justify
get
it.
on a wedding vlog.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
the next wedding vlog means you get one of those.
No, I don't want
No more wedding vlogs.
no more. I don't. That's
Oh
not-
man, did you like?
yeah.
Did you
Not
have to
yours?
deal with
Not
some
yours.
crazy brides? Did you get some bridezillas?
No, but I have had some pretty rude people. Before.
Have you had some crazy clients? Give us your best crazy client story. I know you must have some crazy ones.
Well, I've just had a few. I've had a few people where like
Just
I-
rude.
Well, yeah. Well, for my whole, I have a whole like process in like how I get people to sign up for them, and because I still do them occasionally.
Yeah.
So I wrote this like long email with all of the instructions, and like I copy and paste it and send it to whoever inquires about it,
Yeah.
and like hope that they read the email.
Yeah.
And of course they don't. and also sometimes they don't like, actually look through my portfolio, so they'll like request things that are like completely not my style. Like you guys have noticed, my style like has the closed eyes and like, the
Yeah.
Yeah.
and they'll be like, can you do it with, like, the last one I had was like, can you do it with, like, big, wide eyes and, like, teeth, like, smiley teeth, which, as you guys have seen, like, not my style at all. I was like, sure. So I did it, and the eyes just looked really weird, because I started out with it, like, it probably would have worked okay if I had known going in that that's what she wanted, but I started out with, like, the different, the closed eyes and the simple lines, but,
She was like, ooh,
yeah, so
opposite
like,
of this.
do you know anything that I've done before? Like, I thought that
Have you
was why
ever
people
looked?
liked my
Yeah.
stuff, 'cause
Yeah.
it's that
it's
style,
unique.
but yeah. So, yeah, I get a lot of those, and I get a lot of people who are pushy just because I don't take the commissions as often. So they're very pushy about it, and like, when are you, like, I get multiple emails from the same person over and over again being like, when are you going to take more? When are you going to take more?
And you're like,
It's like, I don't know, I'm kind of busy right now. Sorry, I'm not at your beck and call.
yeah, exactly.
I only have 2 hands. You can only draw so much.
Exactly.
But that's like so few. Like, most of my customers have been like amazingly sweet and supportive.
That's good.
What are some really cool commissions you've gotten to do? Like, good ones?
I've gotten to do. Someone asked me to do a labyrinth one.
Okay.
Okay, Janelle would be the one to talk to you about that.
No, I've actually never seen Labyrinth.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, well then you need to educate all of us because.
Oh well,
my
I
list
just
of
did
movies I need to see.
the. I'm sure you guys have seen the at least pictures of it or whatever.
Well,
where
like
David Bowie
Bowie.
looks insane.
Like
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So it was just really fun to draw that.
You're like, yes, please.
Yeah,
I will do that.
totally. Yeah, you don't even have to pay me. I'll just.
I'll do that for fun.
Yeah,
It's literally already in my sketchbook.
Yeah, and someone's asked me to draw Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Nice.
So,
Oh, that's
she was
a-
like, "I'll, if you want to do a commission," and I was like, "I'm probably gonna draw it eventually if you just want to wait and not pay the commission price."
Would you like it for free?
Yeah,
it's coming.
Yeah, so
What was the first sort of pop culture inspired drawing that really got you rolling on this being your direction?
Well, I started my Tumblr blog as sort of a sketchbook.
I love your Tumblr.
Thank you. nanlawsketch.tumblr.com. Yes, so I started my Tumblr blog, and it was really just like my place to play. Like it was literally a sketchbook for me, and it didn't start out as a pop culture thing, but there was like some holiday I was spending back home, and I brought my iPad, and I was just like doing iPad doodles, and I posted some drawings of I posted an Eternal Sunshine inspired
I've seen
drawing,
that one.
Yeah.
and it like
did not see
exploded
that.
on Tumblr. It's
Google
like
it,
a really
Janelle.
super
Google
simple
it.
drawing, but like
I'm not going to do it right now because
it was
fuck
really
up my internet.
It was like probably the one that started being like, oh, people like seeing fan art.
Yeah.
I'm going
This
to
is
do
a
some
big
more
thing.
of this. Yeah, so yeah, that was probably
That was the
the
first one.
first one that I. Yeah.
What's your favorite show to draw for right now?
Right now.
Question. We have suggestions for you.
Yeah. Just wait, because really, this is all,
a whole segment we're
going
gonna
to
do
get
later.
you here to commission.
Yeah,
your
it's
favorite
all
shows.
requests.
Yeah,
that's all.
We're
That's
just going to
what this
commission you
actually
after
is.
this is over.
We're joking a little bit.
We're not joking. This is
Not
100%
so much.
not joking.
Listen, you can throw ideas at me anytime I take them. I'm not going to say I'm going to do them.
You can take ideas.
Yeah.
You know.
I get like asked you know how Tumblr has like an ask box.
Yeah.
And they'll send you mail and stuff. I get the most bizarre requests. Like someone was like, "Can you do like Grand Theft Auto?" But it was like a specific one. And I'm like, you see my style, right? Like it's like cute. Like, you
That
want
would
me to
be
draw
kind
some
of hilarious,
cute
though.
GTA
If you did, like,
like,
that'd be great.
Very
I would love
cute.
that.
yeah.
I
Very
even
just
like the
gentle,
Grand Theft Auto games so much.
streamlined.
Yeah.
But
What were we talking about?
You're just talking your favorite one.
Oh
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
my
your
favorite
favorite.
TV show. Well, I always like every couple months I always draw something from Doctor Who. So
Nice.
all right.
That's
We
You're
are.
consistent.
that's like my fallback is like I don't know what to draw. I guess we'll
Yeah,
just
do
draw
Doctor
the
Who.
Doctor.
All right.
So, if you are into Doctor Who, have you watched Orphan Black yet?
I haven't, and I've heard good things.
It
Yes,
is
that's
basically our favorite show.
That's all we talk about.
And-
That's a part
yeah,
of the podcast is just forcing the guest to watch this show.
That's
literally
I
a
hear a
segment.
request coming.
There might be.
That's what
This
we're
is like
doing.
a regular segment is tell our guests to watch Orphan Black. But genuinely, and you're into Sherlock too, right? Okay, so if you're into Doctor
Honestly,
Who and
I've
you're into
seen all your
Sherlock,
art. It's all the stuff that I like, and this is right in your wheelhouse.
like
I
you would
bet.
love it.
It's hard because it's not like streaming anywhere right now, is it?
It's not. You
Not
have
right
to.
now.
You
Yeah.
gotta suck it
You
up
have
and
to
buy
DVD
it.
it
Yeah.
up for that one.
Yeah.
DVD.
It's on
know.
iTunes too. I know, so
It is on
old
iTunes.
school.
That is, I've bought
Yeah.
a couple.
Oh,
of
and
them.
here's wait, I can plug this because the pilot is free right now on iTunes.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
You can
Yeah,
download
I'll
the
totally
first one
download
for
that.
free.
Yeah,
Nice.
that is good.
All right.
Mhm.
That's a
But
good
there's
idea.
so it's this girl who plays a bunch of different roles on the show. So it'd be
Yeah.
actually I think it'd be really cool if you did
It'd be really fun.
Yeah.
portraits of all the different girls. But
She's like a clone, right?
yes,
Yep,
she
it's a
is.
clone. It is a clone show. We're
It's a clone show.
It's just more fun if you don't know. So like, we're
Yeah,
not.
we would.
We highly encourage.
I love it.
I
and you
will definitely check it out. It's one of those things where I think I would enjoy watching it
Yeah.
with my husband, so
yeah.
we'd have to coordinate.
Oh man, my computer. It's how old is this computer? I got it in like it's like 4 years old. It might be time for a new one.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I also haven't upgraded from whatever fucking operating system. I don't have any like the
I actually wouldn't recommend it. I feel like if you upgraded it would probably make it slower.
Yeah.
Especially for a 4-year-old computer.
Yeah,
I don't have any of the
need to hold it
cat.
back.
What are the big cat? All the big cat name operating systems. I don't have any of those. I still have 10. I think.
Yeah, they're not even cat names anymore, though.
Are they not?
It's
Oh, see, I
Mavericks
missed.
now.
Oh, God. See? I don't even know.
You were way
Yeah.
behind.
We skipped through the cat names already.
Yeah,
I'm like
they're
4
not
behind,
doing
clearly.
That's fine.
Lion, snow leopard, jaguar. No, that's not one. I just made that up. It's not one at all.
So, is your husband an artist too?
He's a writer.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
He writes
Love
on,
writers.
I'll give him a plug. He writes on a show called Chosen. Well,
Okay.
he's the writer's assistant, but he did write one.
Oh, wait. What? That sounds familiar.
Yeah, it's on FX.
Oh, okay.
It's like produced by the guys who did Eastbound and Down.
Okay.
And animated by the company that does Archer. So
Okay, awesome.
Oh.
yeah.
I need to
Nice.
watch this.
Yeah.
In one of my screenwriting classes, my TV writing class, 2 guys wrote an Archer episode, and it was hilarious. That's like the extent of my exposure to Archer, but
yeah.
it was so funny.
I know. I haven't had a chance to really watch it. I mean,
Yeah.
everyone loves it, and anytime I've ever caught it on TV, I've been like, it's just a lot of people yelling at each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm like, it's hard for me to find the charm in it, but
You live in Silver Lake, right?
I live in Silver Lake. Yes.
Yeah, my sister just moved there, and I have yet to visit her, but I've heard it's like a pretty cool neighborhood. You guys know it better than me, obviously.
Yeah. Love it there.
I've heard it's super hip, like full of all the hip people.
All the hipsters,
As
they call
As they
us.
say.
Yeah.
Tell us what Dina, her sister, who like just moved there, should be doing. Like, where should she be going? Where should she
God.
be hanging?
I don't know. I'm not cool enough to really give her suggestions. Like, there's like one bar that we always go to called Jay's Bar. It's relatively
That's probably
new,
the bar that she goes
and it's
to.
in a strip.
I'm
bar-
sure that
strip
she's.
mall. So it's not even in like the cool area of Silver Lake.
Sure.
If you've been there and seen like a group of dudes ordering Stella, that's my sister and her boyfriend and his brothers. So if you see a dude carrying like 6 bottles of Stella away from that bar,
Well,
That
I don't
is-
think they don't serve Stella, so
okay, then that's not. They have not been there. Then I guess.
Have not.
Do you know like what? Probably not. What part of Silver Lake she's in?
I think she's near the reservoir. She's like relatively close.
That's like the other side of Silver Lake. We live
Oh, okay.
more near, like just the western end, I guess. Yeah.
Okay.
Los Feliz.
Yeah. Like,
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah,
likes
it's supposed
it.
to be good.
On the
She
topic
does.
of your cool writer husband, I have
Yeah.
a question
Oh, yeah,
about this.
absolutely.
This is totally stalkerish, and I could be totally wrong. But I saw on Tumblr, like, there was a Tumblr comment where it said something like, "Will you marry me?"
No.
And I didn't know if it was somebody being funny or if that's actually how he proposed.
That is not how you propose. I didn't see it. I didn't see anybody
Tumblr
ask me to marry
proposal.
them on Tumblr.
You've
but
been
that's great.
proposed to.
Yeah.
You left somebody
Well, good
hanging.
news. Someone
Yeah.
left somebody hanging.
It's like, you like my art. You don't know anything about
Yeah,
it.
you don't know me.
That's okay. See, that's actually really creepy. There,
Yeah.
I would think that was kind of great.
Because it was like he's like really just like a 40-year-old man and like, had a really big mustache or something.
They're in for a nasty catfish moment.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep, catfish.
Rude awakening.
He's like, I still want to marry you.
So,
So how do we make this
Oh.
happen? Yeah, no, my husband proposed to me in Malibu.
Oh.
We
Oh.
got married last year.
That's lovely.
It's relatively new.
Congratulations.
Yeah,
It's
that's
belated,
exciting.
but congratulations.
So
Thank
cool.
you. Thank you.
I like that he's a writer. I like the idea that like 2 kind of artistic people would make
Yeah.
it work, both like life wise and financially, like that can roll.
I know. I yeah.
More or
I don't know
less.
how we do it really, but
It just works.
But it's awesome.
It just is.
Yeah, well, he's more of. I feel like he's more of the creative type than I am. I'm more of the sensible type.
Yeah. Who also draws?
Yeah, exactly. Also,
Best of both worlds.
quicker, stable job to sell stuff online. Yeah.
Well, hey, 2 of them are hanging on our walls. So
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, there you go. I'm
Doing
gonna.
fine.
I do have a question about this because, so how do you decide? Because I saw like you had some stuff on your Flickr account that wasn't in any of the stores, and I was sad because.
Flickr in like 2 years.
All right, well, because I saw you had like a femme shop drawing.
Oh
and
yeah.
I was like, why can't I buy this? I want to give you all my money right now. For this.
Well, the thing
I'm very sad.
That's hard about Shepherd though because you can make her look basically.
Yeah, that's
like
true.
whatever
It was
you
pretty
want.
close to how I have mine though. I'm
yeah.
only on Mass Effect 2, but
Okay.
that
I've-
is.
I've played all of them multiple
Yeah.
times.
Do you know Janelle works for Telltale? Did she brag enough about that?
I do. I do work for. That's where I work.
Animates
at,
games and
Zombie
Cool.
games, Walking Dead.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
All of the
I
zombies.
hear the Walking Dead game is great.
I'm working on the sequel where we just released episode 1 of season 2. But yeah, season 1 you can get all of it and play it all together in one sitting. It's good. Yeah. I played it right before I interviewed there, and it was nice. It's good. It'll wrench your heart.
Yeah.
Which is rare for a video game to do.
Like, you have to like make really hard choices.
Yeah, it's really hard. You got to like decide whether to like save some people's lives. Yeah, it's
life and death decision.
Yeah. Janelle, what was the game? You were telling me you played that you wanted me to play so badly. What was that?
Oh, Gone Home.
Gone Home. Yeah.
It's it's just like the whole game is just going through. You come back from a trip. You're in you come back from a trip and your family is gone and your little sister is like missing sort of, and you go through everything in the house and figure out like what happened the past year that you were gone, like the whole story of your family. So it's the whole game is literally just picking things up and reading things. Mm-hmm. And it's like in 2 hours, probably not even, but it's like a really good storytelling, interactive story, basically, game.
Right.
And it was really good. I don't want to spoil anything.
I hear the art's like really good. Is that?
I played. They did some. Emily Carroll, I think, did some of the.
That's right.
Yeah, she did some of the.
That's who I follow on Twitter. That probably.
Yeah, she's really cool.
Yeah.
Her comics are really good. But she did some of the art, like the artwork that you see of the house and the the Gone Home title. She designed. But yeah, the game's really good. You guys should all play it, especially if you have a sister, it'll hit you in your heart.
Hit you right in the guts.
Right in the guts. But yeah, it was really good. It was made. I mean, it was made by like 4 people. It's the Fulbright company that is like. It's just 4 people. Maybe it's their game. It's really cool.
4 people making video games.
Yeah, it's really, really good. But yeah, it was sort of the indie darling of last year, and it, like the New York Times wrote them up, and like NPR and
NPR.
Yeah.
Yep.
NPR's hip. They know all the stuff.
They know what's up. They know what's up. They had a good Joaquin Phoenix interview on Fresh Air last week.
It was real good.
I sat in my car
doing?
in Chipotle for about 15 minutes listening to the end of that. It was excellent. I was going to ask earlier, Nan, do you have a preferred social network between like Tumblr, Instagram, Twitter?
For me, it's Tumblr because it's visual.
Yeah.
And I have the most followers on it, so it's nice.
So it's most active.
Yeah, exactly. I like Twitter, too. I love Instagram. Mm-hmm. Yep. Instagram's a good time killer.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
It's like just if you're standing in line for coffee, it's a good one.
Yeah.
I hate Facebook. I hate it.
It's just gradually becoming...
I'm hating Facebook more and more as time goes on.
I've hated it since it started. Like, it took me forever to join. And not even...
Yeah.
I was still in college when I joined, so it wasn't like I was really slow to join, but I could easily quit today and
not miss it.
Yeah, not miss it. I'd still keep my my business page, but my personal page I'd totally delete in a second.
I think the only people I interact with on Facebook are Hillary and Janelle. I just like exclusively spam their walls.
It is,
and it's just
it's just like a couple of things that I still like seeing.
Than the good ones.
Yeah, it's like, and
I'm much more
I read
into Twitter
somewhere that they
days.
are losing millions of customers.
I'm sure.
Every month.
Well, Twitter is just so Facebook. Like, there's just like I like seeing pictures of like my baby cousins, which like I'm not going to see anywhere else. So that's like the only reason.
That's like why I want to quit, is because I don't want to see any of these babies.
I'm tired.
Most other babies that I see on Facebook, not into, but the ones I'm related to, like that.
Twitter's been freaking me out. They keep changing. They keep like having the pictures.
They
and
just
ads
updated.
Like, simplify. But
they're.
I'm still big. I'm still on the Twitter bandwagon. Big time.
They're doing that thing now on the app when it like. It'll just, if you keep updating, it'll just be like, this is what's trending now, in my feed.
Yeah, I don't like
that. Which is disgusting.
At all. Yeah.
Like, no, I don't care. I mean, I do care about the Olympics, but like, I'm not. Stop. Don't give me an ad for the
too much.
Olympics. I know that they're going on.
Did you watch the opening ceremonies? Oh yeah, because you said you saw the
snowflake. I didn't watch it though.
You just saw the one sad snowflake.
Yeah,
open.
The one sad snowflake.
Yeah, no, we went to see the Lego movie instead.
Hey,
you know what?
How was it?
It's great. It's.
I've been reading like the most amazing things about the Lego movie.
It's super cute. It's definitely a kids movie. Mm-hmm. Like, for some reason, I had it in my head that it was going to be
kind of
more adult.
Really, I've read like all these reviews that are like,
adult, but it is a kids movie, and it's a very sweet and funny kids movie. But just don't go in thinking they're gonna do some like dark thing.
It's not children.
It's not a big social commentary. It's just it's just about Legos.
Yeah, I've
Chris Pratt do a voice in that?
Yeah, he's the lead.
Chris Pratt, Will Arnett, Morgan Freeman, like
the
it's
cast
like
is
all these
actually great.
A-list people. Because I remember reading about it when it was like, you know, they were doing promos and stuff a few months ago, and then I've just been reading like all these glowing reviews, like incredible reviews, and then like every funny person I follow on Twitter is just like, you guys need to fucking go see the Lego Movie, like Jenny Slate and like Adam Scott and like all this.
Wow, that's
It's
impressive.
just all these glowing reviews. I have not heard one bad thing.
What's
about
the feelings one called? Inside Out.
Inside Out.
Inside
That's
Out.
the new Pixar one.
Oh, yeah, it's the new
Ways
Pixar.
Off.
What? Oh, I haven't even heard of that.
And that it's like Amy Poehler and Mindy Kaling and Tina Fey.
Everyone
I don't know,
awesome.
They're all
Yeah.
doing voices for
A
it.
girl power Pixar movie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's nice.
Everything about that is good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, my one of my old teachers is working on it. He said it's going to be really awesome,
that's cool.
and I trust him. Yeah, it's that'll be good. Amy Poehler.
Amy Poehler.
Oh my God! Speaking of Amy Poehler, have you guys been watching Broad City?
No, but I watched what you sent me and I haven't watched.
It's so good. It's seriously like they really might be the like they're being hailed as like the next Tina and Amy.
The
Like
next
it's that
one.
good.
Who is
It's
it?
so good. It's I don't even know what I know Ileana. I forget their names on the show. I know. I've never seen them before.
It's kind of like Inside Amy Schumer in that it's a lot of just like quick little sketch things, right? Or Portlandia kind of.
I've only
But
seen
it's
the
two
pilot,
girls.
but it's sort of the pilot was like a through. It was just like an episode, basically.
Like a plot line, like
Yeah, it wasn't a sketch show really.
Okay.
It wasn't broken up in any way, but I think it is a sketch show though. I feel like maybe future episodes they do.
because they're improv girls. I know.
Yeah, I think it started as a web series and then it got
Yeah.
picked up now by Comedy Central. But it is so good. Oh my God.
Okay.
It's kind of like Girls if Girls was like a.
Like
It's if Girls was on Comedy Central and like didn't take itself so seriously. Basically, that's what it is. So it's really good.
If it wasn't about privileged white girls
Yeah,
exactly.
in New
Yeah.
York City.
Exactly.
it's really good.
We currently do not have HBO access, so we have not watched.
Oh yeah,
Season
you guys
3.
need to steal a login.
I know, we're way.
No,
We got the password from my husband's parents. And
Nice.
HBO Go
I was
has
using
changed everything.
Yes.
Yeah, no, it's
access 'cause
insane.
we have like the jankiest cable package in the world. We get no channel.
Oh, we don't have cable at all.
There you go.
Yeah.
But we for a while, our mom had it, and we were using her HBO
Yeah.
Go, and then she doesn't have it anymore. And for a while, we were using our aunt and uncle's, and then, but I don't know if it got
They got
smart
on
and
us.
because
Yeah.
you know they were an AT&T account when we have Charter, and it wouldn't let us go all the way through because we think we're all fancy with our Apple TV now, and we're like logging in, and it
Yeah,
wouldn't let
it
us
didn't
through.
do it.
It wouldn't on the systems either. So we are currently just like without.
how do we-
It's really
We're,
upsetting.
we're floundering in the dark. We really
Is
are.
there anything on right now on HBO though?
Girls is
I
on
guess,
right
yeah,
now.
Girl, what else are we missing? We're missing.
Game of Thrones is about to start.
I really
you guys are
wanted
you guys.
to get caught up because I'm behind on Game of Thrones. I'm like halfway through season
I'm shaking
2,
my head at you
so I'm
guys.
like, I know.
No, we're sorry.
Janelle's all the way caught up, but I was like planning. I was like, okay, I'm gonna be ready for this
I'm,
coming
like,
season,
obsessed.
and now
Yeah,
Completely
Janelle's
obsessed.
obsessed.
No, I saw your Brienne of Tarth. I'm gonna buy that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
gonna buy
another
it
one that I
when
love
this is
drawing
done.
characters from.
She's
'cause
the
there's
best.
so many awesome characters.
Yeah, well, we're making a freaking Game of Thrones game, so I gotta do my research.
No.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I will play the crap out of it.
Yep.
Yeah, it's gonna be good.
Yeah.
No, yeah, Game of Thrones is starting soon.
Yeah,
I think there's a
it's,
bunch of shit that's about to start, and I'm just gonna not do
I wanna
anything
say
ever.
March or April.
Yeah.
it's usually April.
Yeah.
I think.
I think.
Well,
and
like
then-
House of Cards is about to
Yeah,
on
that's
Valentine's Day. They're just gonna put it all up at once, and I'm
gonna
just not gonna do
I know.
anything.
And then Orphan Black is.
Sorry, boyfriend. I'm gonna watch
April.
House of Cards on Valentine's Day and not hang out with you.
Yeah, that sounds like
Because
a
you're
fine
behind,
plan
and
to
that's
me.
unacceptable.
That sounds fine. I think that's what a lot of people are going to do on Valentine's Day. Anybody we like is going to do that.
Yeah.
What else? Orphan Black is April. Orange is the New Black isn't until summer, so we have a little time there.
Oh, what? That's
yeah, I know.
disgusting.
I know. Well, that was last I
Yeah,
heard.
they're still shooting right now. I think.
I think so. So that's gonna be wild. Have you ever done any
Oh,
Orange
man.
is the New Black drawings? It's not like
Not
a
yet.
character show, though.
Yeah.
That's not like one you sketch for it.
Well, yeah. I don't know.
They're all wearing the same
They have
thing.
great characters, but it's also like they're
not
all
exactly
very
a
plain
fan
looking.
show.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
they're all wearing orange jumpsuits. It's not that
They're all kind
exciting.
of wearing the same thing. Like, it's
Yeah.
not.
They're not
Not a lot
like
of
caricatures.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, I'm excited for that to come back. It's going to be good.
Yeah.
I feel like I read something. Oh, there's just like some new. Is What's Her Face going to be on? I feel like she was not on, and then she was on.
What?
Laura
70s show.
Laura
What's her name?
Laura Prepon?
Yeah.
Alex? She's going to be back for some of it, I guess. I don't know, though. I kind of stopped. Nobody knew, so I stopped reading any of the...
It was like, she didn't sign, and then she's like, no, I did. And then she's like, for some of it. And then it was very confusing.
I think it's more plot-driven than, like, actor contract-driven. So I think she'll be on, at least for some of it. She better be on for some of it.
I'll be real sad if that's all the way gone.
Alex Bells.
Yeah. I read, like, the Wikipedia of the real person that it's based on, so now I know how it's going to end.
Oh,
so stupid of me.
I really thought of that. I really wanted to
not going to do that.
The book.
I'm sure that they'll, like, dramatize it so much more.
Change it up,
But I thought I'm enjoying the show so much, I don't think I'm going to read the book just in case it's sort of, like, direct.
Yeah, until it's over or something.
Exact opposite, though, and read all the Game of Thrones books.
I was just about to ask that if you read the Game of Thrones.
Yeah, I haven't, I have the first two, and I don't know if I want to read them.
Well, if you've watched the show, I recommend reading the book of, like, what you've seen already. Oh, yeah, because I watched it and then went back and read them. And you just get a lot more, like, world-building stuff.
Yeah, because I'm partway through the first one. Yeah.
Opposite,
like,
but
feeds your soul.
Yeah, because I've heard that the first book is very close. Like, they stayed pretty close, season one.
Yeah, and then, like, they sort of diverted a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, it's still basically the same, beats.
So, wait, isn't the fourth and... there's, like, two of the books that are the same plot, just, like, from a different character or something? Is that not... Did I just make that up?
Yeah, no, there's... Is it
like 4 and 5 or 3 and 4 are the same time
they blend
frame?
Together so much, but yeah, they do it so that it's like centered around like 3 or 4 characters in one book, and then the other book is the same time frame, but like 3 or 4 other characters.
Okay.
So like on the show, like they would be showing things with like Robb Stark and I don't know, maybe Cersei or something, and then they would show everything, and then in the books it was like completely separated.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah,
they just kind of mash them together. All right.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah, you guys need to Hillary and Katie Rose. You guys need to.
I know. Like, honestly, I'd be watching right now if it weren't for. If anybody from
we would not have done this podcast.
We'd be watching.
It was so hard to get into it for me. Like I. The
first few episodes, it's just a little overwhelming because
really
there's 500 characters.
Yeah, there's a lot of characters. You're like, what's going on? Yeah. Like, what is this show about?
It doesn't really hold your hand exposition-wise. It just kind of throws you in.
Yeah, which is probably why it's good ultimately.
Yeah,
but
and then by the end of the season, it's just like, okay, this is amazing.
Yeah. Oh my god, dragons.
Oh, there aren't any dragons for the first season, so don't get too excited.
Yeah, don't get excited.
Don't get too excited.
No, I just want Daenerys to get to Westeros. Like, is that ever going to happen? It's taken her a really long time.
Yeah, I don't want to. I mean,
don't spoil anything, but it's going to take her fucking forever, isn't it?
Well, I mean, I can say that I've read all the books and she's not there yet. So.
All right, good.
So,
good.
Yes,
okay,
forever
so
is
season 10.
Okay, good.
He's
still writing them. Yeah, they're not all done.
That's
wild. Isn't everyone's really afraid he's gonna like die?
I heard that he actually told the writers the end just in case he does kick.
Oh my god!
He's like, this is what's gonna happen if I can't finish.
Well, didn't he? He has like someone who's gonna succeed him if he dies to finish the books, right? I feel like he set that up
because he's not.
Maybe.
A young guy,
you know what?
right?
I might be thinking of Terry Pratchett.
He's not like decrepit or anything.
Yeah,
but he's older.
No, I think he's not like incredibly healthy.
No, he's definitely not a. Yeah, he's not a picture of health. But.
I think I might be thinking of Terry Pratchett, who has like told his daughter to finish.
Oh my gosh.
All the books.
That's why
the Discworld books.
Crazy because like the Millennium Trilogy, the Dragon Tattoo books are some of my favorites. Is that dude old? Well, no, those are some of my favorite books ever, and there's 3 of them, and he, Steve Larson, I believe, turned in all the manuscripts like at once. Like, here's the first 3 books for this, and they were fantastic. And he died.
Kicked it.
And
I did not know that.
He died. I think he died before they even came out.
He did. Yeah, he died before they came out. And there's an unfinished manuscript for a 4th book because it's not done. The 3rd one just ends.
Oh my god.
I've never read it, and those are some of my favorite books ever. And I haven't read the unfinished one because it's published,
and
he
didn't tell anybody either, right? Like nobody knows.
No, nobody.
They just found it.
Those
That's
characters
so sad.
just are there, and it's not finished, but they're done, and it's just it's wild.
Wild. That's crazy.
Sad times.
Oh, you know what? You know what we need to fucking talk about is. Speaking of author things, J.K. Rowling, did you guys read the shit she said about Ron?
Yeah. I've had, here, let's go back
Everybody go. Everybody talk about your feelings about this.
Everybody talk at once. Most of my Facebook interaction this week has been based around that. And just like paragraph long comments. Just
they just released the entire interview, so you get the
I know.
I haven't read.
I
haven't read the whole interview because Emma Watson's interviewing her, right?
For people to pull and freak out about. And it's like it's not.
And she doesn't even really say like they shouldn't have been together. Like there's no way.
She just says
she's just like. What did she say?
It was wish fulfillment. That's what she said. That it kind of had. It was symbolic for her.
Like
it was
they probably would have had to go to marriage counseling.
The fans wanted it. Like that. It was the right answer to what was happening. But
well, what's wrong with that?
I know. Seriously, I thought. I'm like, that's exactly the reason we're all into this. That sounds like a
good author move.
Yeah, exactly.
I did like the extended version where they talk about it more in depth and how their relationship would have been really rocky. Because they're so
I agree with that.
Like, they argue all the time, and like, how would they make it work? I was like, how would they make it work?
Yeah, well, because I want to
read the story.
Yeah,
it's like, oh, good.
All the fans.
Yeah, because I want to read the whole interview because I read some headlines or that like J.K. Rowling admits Hermione should have been with Harry, and I was like, I feel like that's probably not what she meant.
I think it was a discussion of Ron and Hermione being together.
Yeah,
I don't think it wasn't like so. Therefore, it had to be Harry, was it?
No, it was more like they would be more compatible together, but
in certain ways,
sure,
but
they could be compatible, but obviously they're not in love.
Yeah, and my argument with that was always that like Hermione likes a challenge and she likes adventure, and
I think funny.
Yeah, and I think
the smart girl always goes for the funny guy.
I think that's so true.
And I think Harry just would have been too, kind of too easy. I think the challenge is what she likes in that. So that would be my character assumption on that. But
I read something that was like, it's like just a little weird in the way that they all sort of ended up with their high school sweethearts. Yeah. But it's like it's like a kid's book kind of.
Yeah, I know.
So I mean, I was fine with that. But Hermione, if she was a real person, like probably could do better.
I can't remember who.
Oh, it was some
random person that was
not in the books.
Core group.
That?
It wasn't Neville. They've wedged that into the movie.
Yeah, the movie was. That was a lie.
That was a lie, guys.
That was a lie.
Because I should be dating Neville, obviously.
Yeah, I don't know who it was, but
duh.
That was the only the thing that. I mean, I get it. I feel like if Hermione was a real person, she could do better maybe than Ron, but
but that was right. Like,
but yeah, in the world of Harry Potter, I feel like it's fine.
In the universe, it worked. I'm fine with it.
I love the uproar that it caused, though.
I know it was good. It was
like, wow, we're all still
so mad.
Okay, we're all still way into this. Got it.
got it, guys. Good.
Like,
everyone still cares about this so much. Okay,
just
great.
like visceral reactions just came pouring out of the internet. Whoa, you're all still there.
Yeah,
people are just exploded.
The book stopped coming out like 5 years ago?
Yeah, like 2007, I think.
Oh, God.
Oh, man.
Oh, 2007. No, was
it? Because that was the first year I was out here. I read the last book.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm going through. Like,
wait,
where was I?
Or was that the...
We were in high school.
No, it wasn't last. It was the one where Dumbledore died.
No.
That's
I had just moved back from New York, right? Didn't I?
No, it was way before that because I remember the 7th book came out in 2007.
We were like seniors.
Because I always thought they made the worst decision that they could have released it on 07. And they didn't.
Yes, I remember us being upset about that.
Yeah, they did. It was like 7/16. It was something stupid, and I was like, why didn't you release that book on 07?
Man,
I guess that would have been this summer between sophomore and junior year for us?
Yeah, it was early. It was a long ago.
Why do I feel like it was later? I might be thinking of the movie, which was in college.
I'm thinking of the movie. That was after New York. It was the movie because I remember who we saw there.
Segue into something you were kind of just saying. What brought you to LA?
Well, I studied film in college.
There you go.
And my husband
this is what I'm
was
supposed to do.
much more into the idea of living in LA because he's a writer.
Sure.
And he was like, I want to write. And he wanted to be in television, and there's nowhere else to do that.
Seriously,
like in New York, it's like Slim Pickings and like
No, there's nothing.
SNL and like The Daily Show.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Nothing
he wanted to come out here, and I was like, well, I guess I love you, so
I guess
because I never thought I would ever live on the West Coast.
Really?
I was like East Coast girl, hardcore. Yeah. Now, of course, I'm like never going.
Now I'm staying in LA.
Learned to love it.
Yeah.
Learned to
Well,
love it.
I mean, it's so chill here. Like everyone's so
The weather.
uptight.
Fun stuff.
Yeah.
Frozen.
Yeah.
I think it's just that it's cold. My boyfriend is from Michigan originally, and he's just like, you can't live anywhere except California ever because you get cold.
Yeah.
Just outside.
I don't know.
It's raining.
I'm always cold. I don't know how I survived.
Yeah.
4 winters.
lived in Boston.
Syracuse.
Yeah.
Yeah, Syracuse is even colder.
Capital of the world.
like the
or
North
whatever.
Pole.
It's
Exactly.
the
Yeah,
worst.
nope.
We always,
don't
Hillary and I
miss
always
it
talk
at
about
all.
the real thing with LA is that it never actually gets cold here, but nobody here dresses for the cold. So we're all always cold because we're still wearing summer clothes.
But then the other day it was
form of
raining
denial.
for the first time in forever, and I was like, I put on my like real winter coat that I only wear when I go back east, and I felt very weird about it.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm wearing a winter coat, and it's like 50 degrees. It's not cold enough for this.
Shivering. I know. It's fun. Exactly.
It is funny
All right, so
how
do
everyone
we-
or what, Janelle?
No, keep going.
Oh
I was
no,
going to
I was
introduce
just
high
going
five,
to
but
make
we
a
can.
comment on how it's funny that everybody in LA still dresses for winter when
Yeah,
it's
you
winter,
don't need
even though
to.
it's not.
It's like 70 degrees, and everyone's in scarves and hats and mittens, and I am too, because it's fun.
I know. I do miss the like.
This is the closest we're gonna get.
accessorizing of Winter.
Yeah, winter dressing is the way to go.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, all the layers.
All the
All of
layers.
them.
Nice.
Put them all in there.
All my clothes at once.
Yeah.
All your clothes at once.
Yeah, it's really hard to be
Do some
fashionable
lunges.
when it's like 100 degrees out.
I know,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, I can wear this other tank top that I have.
Yeah.
It's a different color.
And that's all I have. Exactly. So we always like to, on the podcast, do something we have stolen from Rookie Mag, which they call High Five, where you list 5 anything, sky's the limit things in your life right now. Sky's the limit. That are like, make your life positive or good or like,
Like
things
5
that you're
things that you're obsessed with.
Yeah, five things you're obsessed with right now.
Yeah.
It can be ideas, concepts, physical things.
Just make you happy,
food.
like Trader Joe's.
Like
could
5
be a
things
high
that you're
five
just like into in this moment.
I think about them as like themes, like 5 themes in your life right now. Mine is always Trader Joe's. That's always in my high
Oh
five.
man. Yeah, I stopped going to Trader Joe's. I can't handle it anymore. There's too many people there.
Too crowded.
Which one do you go to?
We're bad. We don't shop that much. We go out a lot and order in.
That's okay.
Ours too.
So yeah, takeout is what I'm obsessed with right now.
Okay, good. That's a really
That's
good
a good
one.
one.
I support that fully.
I'm kind of obsessed because one of my best friends is pregnant, so like I'm
Oh.
looking at baby stuff for her.
Baby stuff.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
Tiny baby shoes. Buy her some of those.
Oh my God,
They're
it's
adorable.
crazy. I'm getting old. What else am I obsessed with right now? Can it be a TV show? 'Cause
I
right
can
now-
be.
like,
yes.
right now,
Literally
They can all be
anything.
TV
right now we're
shows.
like halfway through the season of Coven, American Horror Story.
Oh, you know what? Okay, I watched the first 2 seasons are on Netflix, and I was sick a couple weeks ago, and I just like watched all of it
Yeah.
in a day, almost like a day and a half. I was
Yeah,
like, well,
they're
fuck,
short.
this is what I'm doing with my sick days.
Yeah.
Because I can't stop watching now.
Yeah.
But Coven looks really good, and
We
I'm
are-
really excited. When it
I
gets on
haven't
Netflix.
really watched any of American Horror Story, any of the like
Yeah.
series, I guess.
Yeah.
And but we're huge Connie Britton fans, so that should have
Britton.
hooked me in
She's my
early
girl.
on.
Yeah.
And but what gets me with those is just that they're so not that they're
Legitimately
scary,
scary.
but they're,
They're gross.
weird.
Yeah.
And
They're
like
weird
the
and gross, yeah.
more than scary, weird is what really like.
Yeah, the
like,
first
fun
season
things.
took a while to like coalesce
Yeah, like,
into
they
a
didn't
thing
really
for
know
me.
Exactly.
It was just like, look, all this scary shit we have, dude with
Yeah.
a burned face, and like there's a
Yeah.
thing in the basement and a thing in the attic, and like this faceless guy. Like they just had all
That's
of the scary
same with
shit.
The second season was pretty disturbing too.
Yeah, second season though, I feel like
and,
had
like,
more of just like a through
Really?
line.
Yeah, but it was so bleak. Oh my god. It was
Yeah,
so
oh
hard
no.
To watch. And then the last,
That poor girl.
Like, the last 2 episodes were just like incredible.
Like, oh, she's gonna get out. Oh, nope. Oh, this is so much worse. Oh no.
And
Oh,
then
God.
Coven's actually been really fun. If you're struggling with those other seasons, it's much more fun to watch.
Well, and it's nice because it's anthology style, so you can do whatever season you want.
And that's
I
what I feel like.
That's a good point.
Because everything
it's the same actors,
Although Connie Britton's not in season 2.
Yeah, she's not. I knew.
Well, though I read she's trying to get into season 3. I don't know if they're done filming
4.
it, but
4
or 4, yeah.
Nice.
Everything I know about Coven comes from Tumblr, and everything I've seen, I'm like, this looks really funny and great, and like weird and awesome. So
there's a weird humor in that show.
Yeah, it's like a weird dark humor.
Yeah.
And Jessica Lange is amazing.
Oh my god, she's incredible.
I gotta watch it.
She was one of my for the later segment. She's my lady.
She's your lady.
Oh, all right. Oh, that's good. Jessica Lange is not in. Oh, that is a really good addition.
I had one of my. I already told Janelle this, but I teach. I'm a ballet teacher, and I had one of my students today. I teach all ages. I taught
who's gonna
people this morning, and I had a little girl who just turned 4, so she's like barely like a child. She's pretty much a baby, and she pulls on my skirt and she goes, "Miss Katie Rose, I dreamt that somebody took somebody else's eyeballs out and put them on the tail of my bunny," and I was like,
"Oh, that's disturbing.
What would make you think that?" And then she smiles and she goes, "It was me," and I was like, "Oh, it was you?" And I was like, "Oh, you're gonna kill me in my sleep."
Oh, you're gonna kill people. You're gonna grow up and kill people.
And she's standing there in this little like blue tutu with a big old bow on her hair, and I'm like, "Oh my gosh, you might
terrifying.
You are scaring me."
You're standing at the end of a long hallway.
Yes, exactly. She was like,
in the other
all of a sudden, all the lights go
Yeah,
out.
so
What happened next?
when Katie Rose, when you get murdered in a week, we're all gonna know who did it.
We'll know.
You're gonna know why.
Okay.
That was scary.
We have 3 of the high five.
3.
Let's finish
And
high
you have
five.
3, yeah.
I
Finish
know,
it.
it's
Finish it up.
rocking so far.
I'm reading a book called The Goldfinch, which is very good.
I've heard that book.
yeah.
I've heard that's really good.
We love books.
Yeah,
We do
my
love
friend
books.
actually said, she's like, this is what would happen to Harry Potter in the real world.
Oh,
and it's
good description.
really sad.
Oh.
And it's like, oh yeah, orphans. They don't get to go to magical school.
No.
Hashtag orphan.
Oh.
There's orphans in that too.
It is.
No way.
Couple orphans
Yep.
in that. Yeah.
Several.
Okay, what else?
Very cool.
Those are so
Let's
great.
For one
Yes,
more.
One more.
You can ruminate on it while we induct.
Okay. Yeah,
we
let
have
me
some
ruminate.
people in need to
Think about that. So, as you were already all like on it and prepped, because this is the Treehouse, it's our treehouse of just inspiring, awesome, independent women who do cool work. So we have a long list, and we owe everybody who's on the show is in the Treehouse. So you're now a member of the Treehouse. And we ask that everybody's on the show. You can add 1, you can add 10, any other women you would like to include. So I know you said Jessica Lange.
I mean, she's
Awesome.
is incredible, and like on American Horror Story, she's
so good.
it.
You know what? I was
course.
watching season 1 and I didn't realize it was anthology style, and I knew that season 3 was witches, so I was like watching season 1 being like, oh man, she's gonna reveal that she's a witch. This is gonna happen. And that's not what happened. I figured it out eventually.
Nope, incorrect.
I thought that was her whole shtick for like
Incorrect.
half of season 1.
she's also just like stunning. And
Yeah, no, she's
if I'm her
incredible.
age and look like half as good as she does,
Oh man,
I'm gonna be pretty.
You're going to be
psyched.
just fine
yeah,
with that.
it's really stoked if that happens.
And then the next one I thought of was, I guess, because I'm geeking out about it, it could actually be my other
High five.
high five.
Yeah.
Double duty.
It was Queen Elizabeth the First.
I like.
Do
accept.
tell
Yeah.
more.
Oh, I'm just like obsessed with her. I just think
She's just your thing.
she was incredible, and I was just more like everything I read about her just makes
Historical figures.
me. Yeah, she's
Historical figures. That's good. We don't have a lot of historical figures.
Yeah,
in
we-
Trios. That's good.
When
We need
Nan
to start
and
a
I were
branch for them.
emailing about this initially, that was one thing she asked. She's like, do they have to be alive? And I was
No.
like, no,
No,
they
not
don't.
at all. We'll start a historical branch. We've got a fictional branch going.
Beyonce's
Branch.
in
Ha
that
ha
penthouse.
ha.
Oh yeah, you guys
yeah,
will
see?
have
See
fictional
what I did there?
characters.
Yeah. We have. There's no
We've
limits
got.
on this.
I feel like Leslie Nope was our first person.
I think she was.
Fictional.
I think she was. But yeah.
Yeah,
Man,
she's
that
a
is
good
awesome.
one. Yeah, those are the two. I didn't know.
Those
how
are
many I wanted.
those are great.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? It was
There are no
Claire
rules.
Huxtable. Marianne
Yeah,
and Claire
I mean, I
Huxtable.
see you guys
That's
have
what it
Pride
was.
and Prejudice, so I mean, Jane Austen
Yeah.
would be a good one too.
Sure.
Oh, that's a good
Why
one.
is she not?
Hillary, I'm
Those are great.
disappointed you
Oh my
have not
God,
inducted
I'm
her yet.
lacking.
We just to as we fill our own little our office business here. We had 3 more people we have not formally inducted on air yet who are not in there.
I don't know
It's in
who
the-
is
it's
this.
in the
Who is
works.
Sarah Murns? I don't know who that is.
You don't know who is.
Sarah Murns.
Oh, she's a ballet dancer. I had mentioned that a while back that she dances.
Oh, yes, you did.
New York City Ballet, and she's like my favorite human right now. I'm very into her.
Good. I support that.
She's an amazing dancer, but she's an amazing person,
human being,
and is really very active. Sort of she'll do video series for girls, like, and this is how I do my hair for this. You know, she's very she's really like kind of smart and artistic and really passionate about making classical ballet more accessible. And like getting more people to the ballet and, passing it on to, people and using the internet to do that and everything. So she's just very cool. She's a really like, classical artist, but has a really good kind of finger on the pulse of like what the potential is for having that kind of, that kind of prestige in her job, and being so talented and highly ranked and recognizable that you can do some really cool things with that. And not all dancers are necessarily that articulate
insightful.
Or that able to be sort of multitask in that way. And I know she had a really bad back injury last year, which sort of flipped up her perspective on things a little bit, and she kind of was forced to spend a year finding other like artistic outlets and things, and I think it's made her this really cool, well-rounded person. So she's like my dance idol right now. I'm very into her.
All right, cool. That's a really good one.
Yeah. And then Lord Ovs.
Lord, obviously.
Ovs. Coolest chick.
That's a good one.
Yep.
She's a cool chick.
She's so cool. I want her hair.
I just,
man.
Who doesn't?
Not in a serial killer way, but I just love her hair and I want it.
I feel like if I had the patience to grow out my hair, I could probably.
You could probably
pull
off
out
your hair.
Because I have like the long wavy.
Yeah.
I don't have that. I have wavy hair.
Have you ever had long hair? Have you ever had long hair?
Yeah, I mean, my hair used to be as long as your guys.
There you go.
I need to get mine
like
cut.
super
It's getting
thick,
inappropriate.
super curly, so it's really hard.
So
to
you
do.
really did have
really
Lord
could pull it
hair.
out.
Yeah, I was like, I
Nice.
cut it all off because I can't handle it.
But now you'd have to go through the growing out phase.
I know the awkward stage.
awkward
I tried
life.
it for getting married. I was like, I'll grow out my hair and be like a girl.
I have another themed question.
Ooh.
Since we sort of closed out the high five. I saw Hillary put this in the workflow,
Yes.
in the list. Okay, if we were all theoretical Olympians, what winter sport would we be competing in the Sochi Games?
Winter sport.
Man. I mean, if I was like Fantasyland, like probably like the luge or something. I think the luge is like the fucking craziest shit.
And like you're just lying down.
Yeah.
Like it's not too hard.
Oh, you know what? No, I'm going to change my answer. You know what? They have this year for the first time is women's ski jump. I would want to do that.
Yeah,
you're just flying.
Pretty fierce.
You're just flying.
That'd be fun.
I love the commercial that they have for it with like the Amelia Earhart quote.
Yes.
Fully
I
support
didn't
that.
see that.
Do you know, Janelle, that there are 3 sisters competing at the Olympics?
No, I read about the twins, the one that gave up. Well, I think it's because you guys sent it. One of you sent it to the other.
There are twins, but then there are 3 French-Canadian sisters.
No, I did not know
They're
that.
all skiers.
Oh, man. Oh.
I know.
I think slope style. They did.
Oh, okay.
By the way,
Slalom?
slope style. That's a high five for me right now. Have you heard about this?
Wait, no.
No.
It's a skiing thing, but I think it's
Wait,
so
what
cool
is slope
it's meant to be like. That's it. It's new. It's new this Olympics, and it's like skiers do it, but they're supposed to show off all their best tricks.
Oh.
So it's like every run is different, and it's just like do everything crazy you can do.
I like that.
Oh,
yeah.
So instead of like freestyle, it's slope style.
Exactly, and it's like figure skating or something. Like, oh, that was really pretty. Like,
that's crazy. Awesome. I need to figure out when figure skating stuff is because I do want to watch that.
Ask Hillary.
It's
Hillary.
tonight.
Oh, is it?
Hillary is.
Yep.
Hillary is the walking expert on the skating schedule.
I watch figure skating like some people watch football.
She is like, she's way
like, I know all the rules, and
man.
I know, like, who's who country-wise.
Yeah.
It's not something I tried to do, but like, I've been this way since I was little. It's just, like, it's my jam. So it's my jam.
I walked in from work the other night, and Hillary's sitting there, and she's dead serious, and she's like, look at the Romanians just crushing like... And I was like, it's that time of year, guys. It's awesome.
Destroyed the ice.
Just
rink.
destroying
Crushed it. Crushed
It was great.
Yeah, well, Hill,
So ask Hill.
you watched that documentary, right? The Nancy Kerrigan.
I have half an hour left, but I was
half
so
an hour.
excited.
You gotta watch. You gotta watch it. Tanya Harding gets real crazy.
The
in
Tanya
the end.
Harding. I somehow, someday, just randomly landed on.
Yeah, that's what I did. That's what I did.
Yeah, I had no idea it existed. I was just flipping through channels, and it just sucked me right in.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
exactly what
I
Janelle
no idea what it was.
Oh yeah,
It looked like it was something made like 10 years ago.
No, I
was like, this is just some old. Like,
they just made it because it's like the 30th anniversary, I think, or something.
Yeah.
Or no, I guess not
like
30th. That doesn't make sense.
Heard
It was
this new
1994.
thing, and I was like, oh,
It was the 10 year 10-year anniversary.
All
30
old
years.
footage though.
Yeah.
Like they don't
Yeah.
really interject with like any besides the ones of her like being crazy today.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
like,
She says some
everyone
real
else's
crazy person
fault,
stuff.
not me at all.
I didn't have anything to do with
Yeah,
that.
it's so good.
What happened?
Yeah, no, I was like folding laundry and I was like, I guess I'll just like see what's on the TV during the day on Saturday. And I flipped to ABC and I was like, oh my God, this is what I'm watching. This is so good.
Done.
Yeah.
Done.
Yeah. It was,
Precisely.
Tanya Harding, crazy crazy Love it.
Yeah, she had full on crazy eyes.
Yeah.
during that.
That's exactly
said-
what Janelle said.
Yeah.
She texted me,
Seriously,
she's
no,
like,
that's
she's
literally what I
crazy
did. I was like, you guys need to watch this documentary, Tanya Harding, insane person. That's probably what I texted you.
person. Crazy
Ah,
person.
so good. All right, I feel like we've hit all of our
I think
points.
Tanya Harding's not in the treehouse.
Tanya Harding's not.
No,
Nancy Kerrigan
Rob's
is.
not.
Tanya Harding is
Yeah.
not.
Nancy Kerrigan can be in the treehouse.
Sure,
That's
sure.
allowed. I thought she was real glamorous when I was little.
Well, she didn't do the documentary. She refused, apparently.
Oh, but there's going to be
makes
There's a lot of
something.
stuff with
There's
her
going to
in
be
it,
something with
obviously,
both
but-
of them. I think I heard.
What?
Not
On
like,
the
obviously
Olympics.
not like in the same room,
Yeah.
but that they're both.
Are they going to do interviews or something?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're going to do interviews. about
Weird.
it. I know.
I will watch that. I will watch that when it's
We're going
on.
to watch that.
Real quick, what was we got luge or what was your
sports.
Olympic sport?
Oh God,
I didn't really say either, did I?
I'd love to do one of those extreme like exporting or exporting snowboarding.
Exporting. Extreme snowboarding.
X game. Yeah, no, I think that would be really fun to be able to do like
cool.
flips
Yeah.
in the snow.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
Be way cool.
I think, again, realistic. I'd probably be a skater.
Yeah.
Because
Katie Rose, you'd be really good
You
at it.
could. You actually
Have you
could.
ever
skate,
figure
because
skated,
it's
Katie
just-
Rose? Have you ever
Not other
skated?
than recreationally.
She
and
was
it's-
real good
Yeah,
at
but you're
it,
probably
though.
really good at it. Yeah, that's what I would
Yeah,
guess.
just because I've been a ballet dancer
Yeah.
my whole life. I can.
It's
I
in
can-
your wheelhouse.
It's in my wheelhouse.
Exactly.
It's a little different to be like sliding when you do it, but similar positions. So yeah.
You could do it. Katie Rose, 2000. Oh, when's the next one? 2018.
2018.
Yeah.
2018.
Katie
I'm gonna
Rose.
be the oldest figure skater. No, but there's always like some crazy Italian who's like 35.
Yeah.
Like, doing it again.
It's like good for
So,
you.
Yeah,
exactly.
there's always like that one
I mean,
30-year-old
what?
gymnast that's like from Germany that's like still
Yeah.
killing it.
I mean, what, 27? There's been older, crazy
Yeah.
skaters.
Yeah.
It's like,
So,
you're how
fine.
are you doing this? Like,
Yeah.
How is this
I'm
possible?
29 and like it hurts to get out of bed.
Yeah,
sometimes.
I know. It's crazy. Things are hard. Life is hard. Bodies are hard. Our bodies are degenerating. That's how we're ending this. Is that
None of us are going to be
old
Olympians
and
ever.
die.
Giving up on that train.
Great talking to you, Dan. We're old. We'll never be Olympians, but that's the
But
end.
if I did,
Yeah,
And that's the end.
that's it, guys. But our art will live on. That's how we can end that.
There we go.
exactly.
There we go.
We can draw pictures of Olympians. Same.
Exactly. Yeah, the Olympic series. Just one snowflake, not open.
You're only going to get 4 Olympic rings. Sorry.
Only 4 rings.
Sorry, guys.
Oh, all right. Well, Nan, you're awesome. Thank you
you.
so
You're awesome.
much
Thank you.
for letting us chat with you. This was incredible.
Yes, this is so fun. We apologize.
Podcast. Ever.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
woo!
exciting. Yeah.
We're all intimidated by your coolness,
Yep.
genuinely.
Yeah, genuinely, we were pretty nervous about this
We
one.
love your work. Hillary, because Hillary gave me the 2 prints for Christmas, and she gave me the box, and she was like, "This is actually for both of us." And, I was like, and because there was Elizabeth and Lady Mary, and we just, we love them. And then she said she got you to do the show, and we were like, "How did you trick her into this? This is so exciting!"
How did you try?
So excited. Try anything.
That's our, whenever we get a guest that is a cool person, we're just like, oh my god, they're not
We're
going to
just so-
know that we
yeah.
don't know what we're doing. Don't tell them.
And it's so awesome. You're exactly the kind of woman in LA we think is just great.
Yeah.
So we're so
Nice.
happy.
Thank you for doing
So
this.
happy you got to be
Very
on
happy.
it. So, all right, we're
Thank
gonna
you.
stop our recording and hope that they last and don't magically disappear.
Don't do it, GarageBand. Don't do
Nope.
it.
Nope.
All right.
All right.
We're peacing out.
Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
Thanks. Bye.